guys, how's it going? So I'm coming back with a new video. This video is for the people who are struggling with productivity and staying organized. So this is something that I struggle with for a very long time, but I have been able to get a handle of it. I want to come back and help you guys on becoming more organized and productive. If that's something you want to learn more about, stay tuned because this video is about to go into how to be more productive and more organized. Welcome to my office. I don't think I've ever done a video in my office, but I feel like the videos for freedom should be done in my office. So this is my office. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I spend most of my time here. Now, I've been reading my comments on my previous videos, and a lot of people have been telling me that they are building a ministry or a business with God, and they are trying to piece everything together. But when you're doing it with God, you need to have organization, you need to have structure, you need to know how to prioritize things, and you need to stay productive when you're building a business or a ministry. So today I am going to show you guys what I use to stay on top of things. Again, my story is I went from being a high performer on top of things to leaving corporate and really not knowing how to manage it all. I didn't have a boss in my ear. I didn't have anyone telling me what to do. I was building with God, and I struggled with keeping up with everything. And now I'm in a place of getting back on track, and I feel as if God is having me use my YouTube channel, Journey with Johanna, to help so many people really be able to do what he's called you to do, the ministry, the business, the things, the t-shirt line. But today we're talking about freedom, and that freedom is being organized and productive. So you already know, if you create a morning routine, you're going to have more structure, you're going to be more organized. If you start to get your life together and really have vision and all these goals, you're going to start to be able to have more freedom in your day-to-day life. Today we're talking about organization and productivity, and I'm going to show you guys what worked for me and how I'm able to keep up with everything that God has me doing. So I'm not going to give you this long, drawn out lesson on what you need to do and why we need to be productive and organized. We already talked about that and why we need to create a morning routine. If you haven't checked out that video, you can do that. We already talked about that and why we need to get our life together. So I'm about to show you what I use. I'm about to show you what I use to really get organized, because that's what's important. Like, you want to know the tools, you want to know the resources, you want to know what will help you get organized and keep things together. So I'm going to show you right now what I use to get and stay organized. So my camera died and I have to pick my son up in about 15 minutes, so we are about to knock this video out. Okay, and my shirt looks weird, but I have this kind of shirt on. So anyway, this is not going to be all drawn out. This is not going to be all of that XYZ. I want to show you guys what actually works, what you need to become more productive and more organized. It's very simple. It's very practical. There is no science or anything behind this. Number one, what you need is a to-do list. You need a to-do list. It doesn't need to be this cute or whatever, but it just needs to be some kind of notebook, a to-do list where you can write down the date and what you need to do. You guys can see here. It is this simple. If I keep everything in my head, in my brain, trying to figure it out, trying to store it, trying to keep track of everything, I'm always going to feel frazzled. I'm always going to feel all over the place. We need to-do lists. And the to-do list, it doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to be whatever, but it just needs to be something where I need to write down what I need to do for the day. I'm writing down these things because if I try to keep it in my head and I'm like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? It's very easy for me to forget these things. But if I have a to-do list, and as these things are coming to my mind, as I'm being reminded of what I need to do, I'm writing it down on my to-do list or in my notebook, whatever it looks like, and I'm keeping track of it. But I want to just really give you guys practically like what it is. Now, the to-do list is taking it from my head. You can use this as a brain dump. Brain dumping means that I have all of these ideas, all of these things, all of these plans, everything that I need to do is in my head, and I need to put it on paper. I need to write it and take it from my head to paper, and then from there I'm going to organize it and I'm going to do what it is that I need to do. So the first thing that you need to really stay organized and productive, because when it comes to productivity, I'm not wasting time trying to figure out what I need to do. I'm not wasting time trying to figure out what was it that I said I was going to do every day that I start to sit down. And I'm talking to people who may have a ministry, a business, even working your job like I mentioned before. But I don't need to spend time to figure out what I need to do, because I already know, because I already wrote it on my to-do list, and all I need to do is organize my to-do list, based on priority. This is my top priority. This is a second priority. This is a low priority. I'm basing it on my priority and then I'm doing it from there. So number one, you need a to-do list or a notebook so that you can keep track of what's in your mind and put it on paper. The second thing you need to become more organized and productive is still a notebook, but this one is a little bit different. This one is my productivity sheet. So I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. I actually bought this on Amazon, but they are basically productivity sheets, and what they do is they take the worry and the stress out of your day. So this basically breaks it down and it says, number one, the most important task of the day. Number two, the secondary task of importance. And number three, additional tasks. Now for me, I like to focus on, this is how I stay productive and organized. What are the three main things? If I complete 3 priority items every single day, then I know I'm getting things done. I know I'm moving the needle forward. I know that I'm actually making a dent in that to-do list on those big projects that I need to get done. So I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. This really just breaks it down, and I hope you guys can see it. But this really just breaks it down and it shows like the top priority, the second top priorities. And then it gives you notes at the bottom that you can take notes whether you get it done or not. But this is what I use every single day. I have my to-do list, and that is just a running log every day so that I can stay on top of things. But then I have this, and you can put this in a notebook. If you say my 3 top priorities, my top tasks per day, you can write it however you want, but this is what I use. This is my second thing that I use. So I have my to-do list notebook, and then at the beginning of the day, I'm writing down those 3 things that I need to get done for the day, and I feel accomplished when I write those 3 things down and I say these are the 3 things that I need to get done by the end of the day. I feel accomplished. I feel like I know what I'm doing. I feel like job well done at the end of the day. The next thing is a day planner. Now, I use my computer and I use a day planner, but this one is for those of you who may have content. Like if you already have a ministry or a business or something, or even just your day-to-day life. Writing it down this way allows you to see it, and then you can take the small items and put it on your desktop computer. But for me, I take my actual handy dandy planner and I write out everything that I need to post. So if you're someone who has ministry or business and you have to post things online, I use a planner. I write it out. It just allows me to see what I need to do. So you can see this is what it looks like for me. I'm writing down every single thing. Again, for those with a ministry or a business or work or life, if you have kids, whatever, you need to organize. This planner will allow you to put it in order. Now, like I said, this video is to show you the tools, the resources. Like these are the things that work. I pick a day on the weekend and I plan my week out. I know that either Saturday or Sunday, whichever day works for you, it is my day where I'm actually planning out what I need to post, what I need to do. I'm organizing things, and I'm using that time to prepare to have a more successful week. If you're someone who struggles in your home, then you probably want to get your clothes together on the weekend. You want to get your kids' clothes together on the weekend. You want to make sure your house is in order on the weekend because it's preparing you for a better week. And then from there, I use my computer calendar because then I'm taking those items and I'm time blocking. I did a video on this in our membership program. If you're interested, I'm going to put the link in the description box. If you're someone who has a business, has a ministry, and you need help, you need accountability, you want more teaching and want to grow, that is what we do in our membership program. I have a teaching in there on time blocking your entire schedule so that you know what goes where, how to do it. I'm showing behind the scenes information on how I time block to stay and keep myself accountable. And the last thing, I have officially launched the Get Your Life Together workbook. Now this workbook is basically helping you organize everything. Like in this workbook, you can see here, but it actually goes deep. Like we're doing a yearly review, a quarterly planning, weekly planning, monthly planning, daily habit tracker, like the actual things that we need to do to be able to stay on top of what it is that God needs us to do. So I'm super excited. I'm going to put the link of the Get Your Life Together workbook because all of us have something. Like for me, it was my house, it was my business, it was my ministry, it was staying organized, it was getting back productive. Like I struggled. And so I understand what it's like to need to get your life together. I understand what it's like to not know to want to be the best you and want to get things done, but it just feels like you just don't know what to do first. So I'm excited about this workbook because I know this workbook is going to help a lot of people. And it's not just getting your life together, but it's getting order, it's getting structure, it's breaking things down. All of it is inside the workbook. But what I gave you today, I hope and pray that it really helps you say, okay, these are the tools. This is what I need to do to get started. Because at the end of the day, if you're writing a to-do list, you're gonna stay on top of things. But you gotta write the to-do list, and you actually need to do the things that you write on the to-do list. Because sometimes people write a to-do list and they never do what they write on the to-do list. Like, you need to use it and keep yourself accountable with your to-do list. So it's time for me to pick up my son. If you haven't checked out any of the other videos around this topic of freedom in life, you can check out the how to create a morning routine schedule or the how to get your life together video, because those videos really break down what it takes to start to get your life together, to get order, to get structured, to getting things in routine. Those videos break it down. Watch those videos. I put an end card up so that you guys can check it out from there. Oh, just to give you guys a reminder, we're gonna have a Daniel fast coming up very soon. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you want to make sure that you subscribe so you can stay up to date on this corporate fast that we're going to be doing, so that we have more clarity, more insight, more knowledge, more wisdom. So subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and in the description box, let me know your thoughts on this video, and also let me know what else it is that you feel you're struggling in when it comes to your ministry, your business, just to-do list, productivity, organization. What are you struggling with? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.